Hi, my name is Alexandra Donohoe Church. I am the founder and director of Dacus Interiors in Sydney, and this is a designer's guide to sofas. I would describe my style as intuitive, a little unexpected, and a little sprinkling of shambolic. When we design a project, we will 99% of the time be choosing all of the furniture. For us, it's about less but better. This is the Bond sofa from Jardin. It's so simple, it's so streamlined, it's so clean. Has a bit of a retro feel, a little bit of a 70s vibe to it, but it's not overly twee or overly stylized. So I feel as though it could really work in almost any space. It just has that feeling that it just wants you to dive onto it sideways. Probably suits people who are of a younger demographic. As far as Australian design goes, I feel like it's a real little champion. I think the quality, I think the craftsmanship, we'd specify in a heartbeat. My dad's not going to be able to get out of this sofa if he tried. Oh, hi. I was wondering if I could just ask a quick question. So Sasa. And here we have the Zaza sofa by Zanotta from Cult Design. It's a little bit of a paradox. It's kind of heavy and sort of solid on top, but it's sitting on these tiny little legs. Irreverent, adaptable. I've also heard it described as a beanbag on matchsticks. Absolutely perfect for a design professional or for a young professional who has an avid interest in design. I think for a piece that is from a celebrated Italian design powerhouse, I think it is incredibly good value for money. And I also love the fact that you can take it apart and recycle it all. So we love that. Next up, we have the Muir sofa by Sam from Mobile. So the Muir sofa was designed by Milan-based architect and designer Hannes Pier, and he was inspired to design the sofa after travelling to Northern California and staying in a modernist house above Muir Beach. What I love about the Muir sofa is that sort of negative space, positive space, some of that kind of modernist case study house detailing, that really beautiful kind of timber undercarriage, really clean lines above, that elevated kind of plinth. It's an incredibly flexible piece because you can put one in the middle of a space, you can sit at either end, you can sort of have a conversation in any direction. This is going to sound a little odd, but I think it's democratic. I think it really welcomes people. Textural, foundational. A public setting just as well as a private setting. It really is going to appeal to people who value quality and craftsmanship above all else, and it's not a piece that's made in thousands. I will hedge my bets and put my money on it will be a collectible piece in 20 or 30 years. And finally, we have the Alpha by Pierre Pallin. It's magic to me because the sofa was commissioned by, I think, the Ministry of Culture for Georges Pompidou's apartments at the Palais Élysée in 1970. At the time, Pierre Pallin was a really young and up-and-coming French designer. What a commission, holy crap. It was designed at a time when France was trying to redefine its design industry and its design language. To have had a commission like that for Pierre to be able to sort of essentially do anything. I just think the result is something I'd never seen anything like before. And when people say unique, it gets bandied around a lot, but it actually really is incredibly unique, and it's been copied very badly many times. Remarkably comfortable to sit on, and no one ever believes me when I show them a photo of this sofa. We have actually designed custom pieces of furniture or custom banquettes for clients using the exact pitch of the seat and the backrest of this sofa. Like it is exceptional, iconic, sultry, futuristic, age-defying, if I can use a hyphen. I'd marry it if I could, yeah. And we have the roundup. I'm going to choose the Alpha. Bit of an odd choice, but she has increased in value like it's nobody's business. The Miwa sofa from Sem Milano. It combines a beautiful material palette. I just feel like the really beautiful base design, the plinth that it sits on, is a great example of design ingenuity. The Zaza is the winner. It's just the great kind of contrast and I guess polarity between those oxblood powder-coated legs and that sort of chevron fabric. Hands down, it's going to be the Bon by Jardin. Thank you for joining me, Alexandra Donohoe Church, on this episode of A Designer's Guide. It's been a blast.